Well, hello there, YouTube. Goodness gracious. Welcome to a 24-degree Thursday, the 11th of March. Shockingly, it is now 38 degrees out here. So this is the lightest. I'm no climb stuff. I'm just got a t-shirt that I use as a undershirt or whatever you call it, and my little climb vest. That's it. It's supposed to be a smoker today. God almighty, does that just make the soul smile? Look how gorgeous that is out there. Wish you had one of those quick car wash things like close by. At least on a beautiful day you could knock some of the months of Northwest scum off the truck.
I know. You kind of need the back.
I know. Look, can you see out the windows?
I know it. That's
Look at
bad.
them things.
Need to hit a car wash.
Yeah, let's hit so.
All right.
Let's do our wares. Oh, there he is right there. I can get a shot of him.
You're so funny. Sparky.
Is this your little ritual buddy watching us leave every day? Not completely lost him.
Yeah, I lost him.
Yeah, he's gone. He's hid behind so. Oh, there he is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, Sparky. Silly dog. That is absolutely the most adorable thing, him doing that every morning.
I know.
And it's the same thing every morning. Kelly gives him this last little treat, and she goes, he's out there because he does the same thing. He walks around that one bush, and there he's sitting there when we leave. Holy moly, mama.
Pretty.
Wow. It's going to be a really nice day.
It is. It's going to be very nice.
All right. You have a wonderful day, and I love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
All right. Bye-bye now. Look at this. Oh, it's 58 a while ago. It's dropped a degree. Check it out. She's a good old gal. This is one of the old ones where before they started using that international standard ABS warning light that everything uses now, BMW's just simply said brake failure. Kind of startles you a little bit when you see it. This is an 09 R1200 RT. These have a loyal following. You don't mess with people with these things. You badmouth one of these things, you're like badmouthing some dude with his old Harley, you know. Is that a Fury? I think that was a Honda Fury. But yeah, they I mean, they, like I say, they got a crazy loyal following, and they're proud of them and they love them. I can totally understand that. You know, there's bikes I like that other people wouldn't like. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. I don't say I dislike these. Just they feel very dated. You know, we weren't a dealer when these things were around. You know, so you know, I compare them to the new stuff, and they just feel very dated. You know, they're clunky, they're rattly, which is all fine. I mean, I love the mechanical sounds from, you know, a mechanical device, and this is a mechanical device. You know, engine makes sounds, and that's all cool. It's all the nuance of riding your bike. It's cool. But yeah, you know, like some guy pulls up on some old clapped out Harley, and you look at that thing and you go, oh, in a world would ride that teeth rattling, uncomfortable, whatever you may think of it. Dude, that's just your opinion. Talk about it privately with your buddies or just yourself, you know. But some people just will say it out loud and people hear it, and you know, that's not cool. Nowadays, that might even be considered racist, you know? These kids out here probably doing stunts in the parking lot. Howdy. having a good old time. But yeah, just, you know, talking to these people, that you can just see the pride they have. And they'll tell you things like, I would never buy one of them new water cooled things, and I'm perfectly happy with my bike, and I love that kind of thing. You know what I really, and I've talked about this before, is wow, that thing's really growing out there. I would stop and just look down there, but something about that's just not even right. We recording? Yeah. Not even cool. Who knows what the situation is that you end up having to live in that environment, in that situation, but you gotta feel sorry for them, you know? I mean, maybe they did something to cause it, who knows? But yeah, stopping and filming it, that wouldn't be cool. You guys have seen stuff like that before. But yeah, loyalty. Crazy loyalty to these things. But what I was going to say, one of the things I absolutely adore is, you know, someone pulls up on like an old Sportster, old Beamer, whatever it is, you know, and it's just, you can tell it's hanging on by a thread, and they just doing what they can, whatever they can afford to keep her going. A lot of times it's their only form of transportation. And man, I remember being a kid, you know, and you know, my dad would buy me motorcycles, but from there on, you know, unless it was something big and we sat down and had a discussion over it, I pretty much had to use my own like allowance and stuff to pay for repairs and stuff like that, you know. I mowed a lot of lawns in my days to buy parts for my motorcycles, and my dad wasn't really into it, so I had no advice. He was an electrical engineer, you know. If it's anything electrical, he was good, but, and you know, he worked on his own cars, you know, unless it was an automatic transmission problem. He did everything right there at the house, so it wasn't like he wasn't mechanically inclined. He just, you know, motorcycles are different. God almighty, look how pretty it is out here. But I love these guys that have some old ratted out bike that at first glance you're going, why would you ride that heat? But to that person, that's their love. They love that thing. Absolutely love it. They may have had that thing for 40 years, you know. I bought this thing back when I was in high school, back in '69, and I'm still riding it. And they love it. And I love that. I don't know, your heart goes out to them, you know. It's like, I wish I could be that way. I remember the struggle of keeping my motorcycle going, you know. You'd crash it or something would break or wear out, you know. A clutch cable would just do you in, you know. The clutch cables, it's just not cheap, you know. It's not cheap for a kid, you know. Even though the prices back then, you know, you would probably laugh at them, but still, you know, back to mowing them lawns and doing little favors here and there, you know. You did a lot of cool things and did everything my mom asked. You know, my dad might spit me a little extra on my allowance or something, or he'll come out there and he goes, what's that part that's broke on that thing? I said this, that, or whatever. He goes, come on, jump in the truck, I'll take you downtown. Oh, get that doggone thing. Your grades, it's really important your grades are up. All those things that was real life at the time, that doesn't even exist anymore. You get an email telling you what your kids' grades are now. His knee must still be bunged up. He's not out on this beautiful day riding his Harley. There's that dual sport back out there again. What that turned out to be a DRZ 400, didn't it? But I love meeting people like that with them old bikes. And it's funny, whenever you look through life, times that you struggled, like not being able to fix your bike because you couldn't afford it or whatever, but that was your one and only bike, and despite how it looked, it was always nice when you got something new, or you did your old rattle can new paint job. You know, all the things we tried, those never work out, not very well anyway, but you're proud you got a new color, it looks shiny. Knock the dents out of the tank, get a new side cover. Oh, and the best thing ever is getting chain and sprockets and new tires. You ever notice how fantastic your bike rides after you? I mean, you run those tires until dang near threads coming through. You get them new tires, you are king of the world. You're ready to, I mean, your little mind's on a little, you know, XL75 or something like that. I'm gonna go back and see my grandma back in South Carolina. There's these crazy things you think up, you know. I'm gonna go traveling. I got the fresh tires, I can go now. Don't even have a license yet. I love that stuff. I guess the moral of what I'm saying here is, you know, even though some people may look at these and go, dude, that thing's well beyond its prime, which it is, doesn't mean it ain't riding down the road perfect. It ain't doing nothing wrong. It's probably doing everything right now that it did back in 09. And back in 09, you'd have probably been crazy proud to have this RT. It's like Kelly goes, you don't use them old cameras. He goes, why don't you just throw them away? He goes, they got newer stuff now. And I said, well, I paid a lot of money for that, and it don't take a picture any different now than what it did 20 years ago. And I do drag them old gals out and clunk around with them, and it's fun. I love them old things, because you know, resale wise, those things just become worth nothing. But to me, it's worth every penny I paid for it when I bought it. And it still works the same. And, you know, like this gentleman, he can buy whatever he wants. He chooses this. He loves this. He actually traded in a much newer, I won't say what it is, I don't want to, any chance to ID him, but he traded in a much newer, more, well, I would definitely say not more capable, but anyway, some people would. He traded in a much newer BMW and bought this used from us. It had really, it still has really low miles, 5,800 miles. 5,800. I think it might have been around 4 or less. I think he's got other motorcycles he rides. But, yeah, he chose this. And the gentleman that had it must have been, you know, kind of at that point where you need to give up riding, because it looked like it was not crashed, but looked like it was dropped more than than it set up on 2 wheels. And he did some cleanup and redid the bags, and he loves this thing. I would ride this thing. If I had it at the house, she would definitely get out and go play. It's a motorcycle. Motorcycle's a motorcycle. Whether it's new, whether it's modern, whether it looks rough, whether it looks brand new, it's still a motorcycle. And if you're out there riding, that's all that matters. And if you're riding with a smile on your face and you're proud of it, that's literally the only thing that matters. You do you. People literally buy things and do things just to impress friends and whoever. You gotta stop that. How you doing? I'm a parker inside here. Jack me up for a quick tire change, will you? I said, jack me up for a quick tire change, will you? Even these things have that weird thing with the temperature, because it was showing 3 dots, and there's a bunch of criteria that has to be met, and that's essentially saying the oil level is okay. They'll either say okay or like that, is you have a little check mark saying you're good, keep rolling. Alrighty. Now on to a GS. Oh, by the way, this is one that got a new pump. That's why we're working on it. Recalls are forever, as far as I know. I think some of them come to an end at some point, but there's an old GS back there that I got to do a pump on next. Heck yeah. Motorcycles everywhere.
Yes.
Even a Royal Enfield Continental GT went flying by with the S&S mufflers on there. He must have taken the baffles out if they're removable, because it was loud and nope, wouldn't do it to mine. I like them quiet, and I don't like them to even know I'm coming. And I enjoy the sound anyway, so don't care. Stock lasts forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mama?
I'm a roll.
Yep. Let's head north to Alaska.
Sounds good.
Well, hello there, YouTube. So, gun these nice twilight evenings coming home. And this weekend, on Sunday, the time changes, springs forward an hour. So this would be the equivalent of 7:45 in the evening.
Yes.
At the moment. The day's getting long. I get up early, it's light out early, and you know, it's not only just sunset, it's growing both ends, you know. Sunrise is getting earlier and sunset's getting later. Did you guys know how that works?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
That was fun. That was a fun riding that older BMW. That was cool, that old RT. She just started rattling and shaking and carrying on, and I'm talking her up. But yeah, I like them old classic bikes. Doesn't mean we can work on them, unfortunately. Tools and parts and everything start to, you know, the gap just starts narrowing. There's a couple of things I was looking for something on there, and it's just it's data not available. Drives you nuts. But on that, let's roll.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. Tomorrow's Friday already.
Yes, thank goodness.
Pray for that nice weather on Saturday.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll get us a ride in.
I know it. Gone through withdrawals.
Yep, she hasn't ridden in a while. I've been taking off.
You're crazy. It's cold when you've been gone. It's supposed to be warmer this weekend.
Get caught in little sprinkles, and looks like it's gonna be nice. And then a rogue cloud comes through. That drove me nuts on Sunday, right? I took the 650 out.
Yeah.
But got a little dirty. We'll survive. Motorcycles do get wet every once in a while.
Yeah, they do. They'll be all right.
Yeah. Not my Harleys if I can avoid it.
I know.
And an R18, so that was a perfect bike to take home. It's gotta be nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning.
See you then.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.